In the additional service, Musaf, Sukkot is given the appellation the time of our happiness, Zaman Simchasenu. This is in line with the holiday's description in the Chumash. 7 days you shall celebrate the festival to the Lord your God, in the place which the Lord shall choose, because the Lord your God will bless you in all your produce and in all the work of your hands, so you will indeed, be happy. On the expression, you will indeed be happy, Rashi comments that it is not a command, rather it is an assurance from above that this holiday will indeed be a happy one. The Torah Tamima brings the Talmud, Sukkah 48a, which uses the verse to rhetorically question if the later nights of the holiday are to be included in this joy, or perhaps it is only the first day. It then answers that we should focus on the word indeed, meaning that the entire holiday is to be a celebration. In line with the attitude of this analysis, there is a custom going back to ancient times to hold a party on Sukkot. It is called a Simcha Beit HaShoeva, and it refers to the celebration of drawing the water to be used as a libation in the temple. In fact, there is no specific mention of a water libation in the Chumash. The best that can be found is an oblique hint. The custom was to draw water with great ceremony from a natural stream in Jerusalem, then pour it out on the base of the altar. This in turn was surrounded by a much larger celebration. There are stories of old people who, upon seeing the great joy of the Simcha Beis HaShoeva in the second temple, would burst into tears because they remembered its much greater joy in the first temple. The tradition is alive and well among Haredim in Israel. In the synagogue, there may be a live band, sometimes quite large, with vigorous dancing and often with cake and soft drinks. The main Karlin Stolen Beis Midrash in Jerusalem has one every night with thousands of participants. Toldos Aharon does the same and even serves a light meal. Usually they are all open to the public. The Mishnah embellishes the idea of celebration greatly. It states that anyone who has not seen a Simchas Beit Shoeva has never seen joy in his life. The lamps were made out of gold, and the light from the celebration was so bright that they would light up every yard in Jerusalem. Professionals and amateurs would bring musical instruments, stringed instruments, woodwinds, brass, and Rabbi Gamliel would juggle 8 flaming torches. Levi would juggle 8 knives. Shmuel would juggle 8 glasses of wine before the king of Persia. Abaya would juggle 8 eggs, some say 4, in front of his chavrusa. There was a ritual where 2 priests would blast the trumpets between 21 and 48 times as they ascended to the temple courtyard. When they entered, they would turn their faces to the west and say, "Our ancestors, when they were in this place, turned their backs on the temple and their faces towards the east, and prostrated themselves towards the sun. But as for us, we are for Hashem, and our eyes are towards Hashem." one begins to wonder what the celebration was all about. Sukkot was the main harvest holiday, and that is the symbolism of the lulav and esrog. It is understandable to celebrate a nice bonus, but it does not really answer the question. The idea of living in a sukkah is the idea of remembering the exodus from Egypt and the entrance to the land of Israel. So to speak, we left the sweatshop job for a high salary, high status position with a comfortable office and banker's hours. As a result, the period in between when we lived in the equivalent of a large cardboard box was a happy time. It seems to be more than that, though. The discovery of faith can bring a person to a new state of consciousness. For that, there is euphoria, especially if it can change the floodwaters of Noah to personal financial security. Thank you.